Hello and welcome everybody, it's Rose Smith here from AbsoluteSoulSecrets.com. Thanks so much for joining me today. I'm here with this week's Pick a Card Weekly Tarot reading. Okay, have you got your number? Pick a number now between 1 and 5 and I'll do a psychic tarot interpretation for you. If you are new, please think about subscribing and hit that notification bell right now. Okay, let's go to the board and see what these cards have to say. Oh, that's a bit of this is sunlight coming through, so isn't that interesting? The sun's changing around. Of course, it's moving around the sky as the seasons progress. Now we're doing card number 1, and I'm closing my eyes now. Actually, now that I've talked about the sun coming in from the window, I'm actually seeing like a window, and it's a window of opportunity. This came out on Facebook earlier today, and so there is a time sort of limit, if you like, that you can take advantage of an opportunity, but you have to do it within a certain time frame. Now I'm also seeing an Indian headdress, like an Indian chief or warrior wearing a headdress with feathers. This says to me that there's a lot of thinking going on, but it's a natural kind of thinking, so it's not too sophisticated, not overly sophisticated. I've got a lot of like tiny little pinpricks now in the top of my head I can feel. You might have some insight and awareness coming in through your crown chakra. It's opening up, and you could become quite insightful about a situation. Let's see what we get. We'll go with that card there. The Queen of Cups. It's a beautiful card. It's about feeling all of your emotions. It's about being in touch with your subconscious, hence the pinpricks I was feeling. The colours green and blue, which do seem to be a bit of a theme today. The green of your heart chakra, the love that you feel in your heart, things that you love and people that you love, your pets perhaps. And the blue of the throat chakra, this is all about creative expression and talking about or expressing the things that you love. Okay, there's some birds here looking at the big picture. Even though there's some grey in the background, sometimes in life there is a bit of grey, a certain degree of uncertainty. Being in touch with your emotions and with spirit, with your feet on the ground, but right there in the ocean of your subconscious as well. It's all about balance, isn't it? Queen of Cups, it's a beautiful, beautiful energy, and will help you quite a fair bit. Usually a person who's like this is quite a warm and loving person, and she has great emotional depth and empathy, so she can understand you know, where you're coming from basically. Okay, and the second card, closing my eyes, what do I see for you? If you pick card number 2, I can feel something in my right arm, the top of my right arm, and arms about carrying things, carrying us forward, or carrying, let me get this right, carrying things so that you can move forward. It's about doing things, okay? So you might find yourself doing more things this week on a physical level. Let's have a look. But there's also something about the heart there as well, and it could be that your heart is opening up, okay? So the card that comes up is the Moon. This is a major arcana, so fairly important. It's your subconscious, what's going on deep down within. You know, it's like going down into the ocean, because sometimes there's really sort of positive things down there, like sunken treasure, and sometimes there's a lot of emotions and a lot of turbulence and stuff that you haven't really expressed. So it's a great idea to get a journal and write your feelings down. There could be some dark sort of energy there, but the moon is reflecting the light, shining a light onto that darkness, so that you can deal with that, you know, feel all of the feelings. The reason, of course, is so that you can help other people later on. You see this wolf dog here, that's about teaching. So you might be going through a learning phase now so that you can teach later on. That's number 2. Okay, now let's look at number 3 and see what we get. Closing my eyes. There's a gate here, the pearly gates into heaven. It might be you feel, if you've picked card number 3, that you've been through a particularly harsh or difficult time. Coming out of that, because the pearly gates of heaven, it's like heaven is possible on earth. Okay. It also means, you know, in a more grounded sort of interpretation, that the gates are opening up for you. Somewhere where you've been limited, now there's so much more space. Okay, this card comes out, the Page of Wands. Somebody bringing you news that is quite inspiring and motivational. See these green leaves here. There's growth around this, growth and opportunity. Sometimes it's a young man who brings information of spiritual importance, or a young masculine energy, and he means business. Sometimes it's about travel. But at the very least, it's about your chakras opening up. And again, the throat chakra, there's sort of a bit of a theme this week around the throat chakra, about expressing your heart's desires. Okay, Page of Wands. If you're a young woman, you may meet a new man, or you come in contact with that masculine energy within yourself. Okay, that's coming up. Card number 4. Card number 4. What do I see? Oh, there's a picture here, but I don't know how to describe. Oh, gosh. Oh, God. It's a headless priest, which is a bit gross. So this could be something to do with organised religion that's lost its power over you. When in the old days, you know, if you wanted to kill somebody in the old days, they had to cut their heads off, or they had to stab them with a silver knife, or some, you know, it was like vampires and all of that. They just, in the old days, they went to sort of extraordinary lengths. If they didn't want a person alive, they went to extraordinary lengths to try and kill them. They'll kill them, but then they'll kill them again and again to make sure that they're dead like 3 or 4 times. There's Harry in the background. He's had his first breakfast. He wants his second breakfast now, because he wants to be fed every couple of hours. All right, so we're doing card number 4, and there's the cat. It's the same colour as him too. The Strength card, so a major arcana. Spirit is looking after you, providing you with a lot of strength to carry on. Even if you don't feel, strong about something, with Spirit helping you out, the strength will come. It might not happen overnight. It might take a little bit of time. So they'll also give you some courage. They'll give you compassion. They'll give you determination. And if there's any sort of hostile forces around you, or negative forces around you, this will give you the strength to be able to deal with those forces. Okay, major arcana are fairly important. So that's 2 major arcana, 3 major arcana this week. Okay, that's really significant now. Let's have a look at card number 5, which is the last card that we'll be doing today. Closing my eyes. What do I see? Gosh, it's hot here, you know. Here we are in March. It's still hot. Okay. You can put your umbrellas away, they're saying. So there's no use crying over spilt milk. Things that didn't work out in the past, they're in the past. You just have to move on. But the time for crying is finished. So if you've been crying about something, or you've been feeling sad about something, don't get stuck in that. It's possible that sometimes we get stuck into like a depression. You know, a lot of the thing with depression, it's not even our depression. It's something that we're plugging into that's in our genetics, or just the collective, you know, globally what's happening. There's so many terrible things happening that we can actually wander into a portal, so to speak, and we're feeling everybody else's pain, but we don't know, we don't realise that it's somebody else's pain. We think it's ours. Okay. Let's see the card that comes out, the Queen of Pentacles. This is a fabulous card for your money. And if you have been feeling sort of down in the dumps about money, you might have some brilliant ideas. This is somebody who's very astute with business. She often works from home, and it's quite a clever, astute sort of person, and she can, make a business out of anything, almost, so often it's somebody who's quite, as well as being highly intelligent, she's very organised and efficient. So you could find yourself reorganising your home or reorganising something to do with your work. You may give some money away for charity because it's quite a generous kind of energy as well. And she can afford to be generous because she feels secure. She takes a lot of action. She doesn't just talk about things or think about things. She actually acts on them. She's got a little sewing box or spell box here. She does stuff. So it's a fabulous card, that. And it signals that there are opportunities around your financials. Okay, so as I said before, 3 major arcana, that's getting significant. A lot of people might have some life-changing events this week, like more so than usual. We've got the motivation of wands, and we've got the efficiency and order and astuteness here of what to do with money with the Queen of Pentacles. Alrighty, so that's it, everyone. Thanks so much. Oh yeah, I'm stuck there. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to leave a like and leave a comment. Most of all, have a fabulous week. Okay, I'll catch you again soon. Bye for now. Thanks so much for watching. Please visit my website absolutesoulsecrets.com for all things spiritual. Have a lovely day.